Scoop and Cat.
It's so hard, baby, to play nice, baby, to be so cool. It's so hard, baby.
Okay.
Struggling.
First off, let's be real. I have no hair.
First up, let's be real. I have no hair. Well, that's a good way to start a conversation. I mean, let's be real. I need my nails on because what is this?
Oh my goodness.
I know
They're so little.
I know I had to cut them all down because they were like lifting and bending. I haven't had time since we came back from Florida to get my nails done. And I look like a train wreck. I need my lashes done.
Like the head's now low.
I just feel like
You can't even tell. You
I'm
hide
dying
it well.
thank you. It's just what's next? He's gonna send me to Gaza. Like, I don't know.
Say Gaza.
I don't know what else. I know it's like first world problems. Like, my nails aren't done. I ran out of skincare.
I went totally crazy with my nails.
Ooh. What is them? Shaved head, colored nails.
I know. Who is she?
Bitches on the edge. Unhinged. Ah.
I like it when I talk to people. They're like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing
really?
great." Actually.
How are you? Are you like? How are you?
How are
Like,
you? Somebody was like,
okay.
because I was saying how my hair was falling out, and it was a dude I was talking to, and he was like, "Was it like the medication?" Like, he doesn't even know.
He had no idea. Like that
Like,
happened.
he just would just like throw that out there, and I was like, "No."
Like, was it the chemo? Was that what he's asking?
Yeah, he said, literally. Are you okay?
The medic. Like, you mean am I chemo or radiation? No.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Or like, am I bipolar and my medication?
Like, he was like, did you just scream out, "It's Britney, bitch"? And then just
like,
like crying in the mirror with your mascara like running down your face. No. You should have done that for dramatic effect. That'd have been cool.
Oh my god, I should have.
Right, you should have.
Yeah, it's done.
And started singing Chandelier. Like, oh, you're shaving your head. Oh, you're gone. Oh, there you are. Like, oh shit, funny. Did she really just go full Britney? But now you're back. I can see you.
That's funny.
Oh my god! I'm like, I was joking. No, come back.
That's just funny. She said, "Come back." I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean that. But yeah, you should have shaved your head and like screamed out Chandelier while you were like shaving it. Like laughing and crying and screaming at the same time. They're like, okay, well, this is enough for us. We have to implement that 50, what's it called? The 5150, right? The cycle.
Oh, is it 50? Yes, it is 5150. I was like, I wouldn't know that. Oh, I
wouldn't know that.
Not personally.
Not personally, but I do. I'm not speaking from experience.
But definitely my friends.
I know for a friend.
I know from exactly.
Okay. Sure.
I know from a friend of a friend.
My friend told me once. But sometimes those hoes don't seem as bad when you're a parent. It's like, it's probably quiet. It's probably and you don't have to cook dinner.
And undisturbed.
And you might be able to sleep in. So I'm like,
yeah. Like sleeping on the floor for a parent.
Whatever.
But that it's quiet.
Let's
talk about priority.
It's fine.
What matters most.
I'm like, so if I'm on this 5150 hold, will there be any children there?
Yeah, exactly. Like
oh, no children.
No.
I don't have to cook. Yeah.
And they're like, well, there's no bed. It's like, well, I would rather sleep on an undisturbed floor than a king size bed with 3 kids in it.
And ask me to figure out what's for dinner tonight, because that itself will drive me into the madhouse. That same question every night. And I'm like, a 5150 hold sounds like a good time.
Oh, I don't even know how you do it, because you actually cook, don't you?
Yeah. Most times, yes. Other times, I'm just like, don't y'all just want cereal or something? That's what I would eat if I didn't have any children. It was dinner time. I'm like, or not eat at all. I'm like, I'll just drink some water or some almond milk or something. I don't feel like cooking.
Something to feel full.
I'll just feel full. Like, why are you guys hungry?
There's nothing that sends me more than my husband going, so have you thought about dinner? And the kids are fucking asleep. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
He asks me this every day. What's for dinner? Or I'll ask him. I'm like, so what are you doing for dinner tonight? I don't know. They never know what they want to eat for dinner.
And then whatever you
And then
make.
you'll make a suggestion. And then they're like, oh, I don't want that. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? No one prepares you for that part of adulthood that says it's an ongoing hell of figuring out what to cook every single night for the rest of
Oh
your
my
life until
God.
you die.
I'm pretty sure it's the number one complaint of all like
Yeah.
default parents, because I feel like it normally falls on the default parent to think about what's everybody going to eat.
Yeah.
And that is the number one, like it's a full-time job between
Yes.
making sure the cupboards are full, especially when you have children who are growing or boys who are
I don't
just
understand.
like
I
on
tell them to
calorie
use their
load.
school stomach. Stop fucking asking me for snacks. I'm like, do you eat this much at school?
Yeah.
Use your school stomach. I'm like, stop asking to eat. I didn't eat this much when I was younger. My mother would be like, no, go away. Like, you go eat some dry
You
cereal
have
or
eaten
something.
enough. I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah, like you eat enough. Like, stop. They just want to eat. I want a snack. I want a snack. Here comes
God,
Aiden.
with the snacks.
Aiden at 8:00 in the morning. Is chips too early? Yes. Yes, it is in fact too early for chips. Are you out of your mind? You just had your lovely Eggo waffle or whatever. You just need managed to scrub together for you. Yes, it's too early for. They just want snacks. Like, go drink water. Go.
Yeah.
Just stop asking me. Eat,
Right.
eat. That's all they want to do. And it's just like, I'm tired of feeding you.
I'm tired of eating you. You want food? I don't want to give it to you.
Exactly. Bars. Mom bars. Like, leave me alone. Like, just stop. Like, I just figured out breakfast, and then Drew, my son, the oldest boy, what's for dinner? Like around like 1:00 in the afternoon. I don't know.
Stop.
Did I even feed you lunch yet?
And
Probably
you're gonna have
not.
big boys. You're gonna have big boys.
He has a deep voice. So he goes, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, first of all, you don't sound like you're 7. You sound like a 70-year-old chain smoker named Charlie or something. He's like, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, "You're 7. Why do you sound like this?" And secondly, I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner. I don't even know what's for lunch. I didn't even eat breakfast yet. And here I am. Just, I don't even know how I'm sustaining right now. I'm just here. Just sustained on willpower and a tad of rage. I don't know.
Right. He just
I don't know. It's just sprinkle of rage. I don't know how I'm here right now.
Eating breakfast. I was telling my husband because the baby's now, she's working up to solids.
Oh,
and and Sark was like, well, you can, I'm like, it's hard because I have like I'm scrambling in the morning.
Yes.
And then finally I get the kids off to school. And then by the time, we come back, that's the golden hour. That's because of the driving and everything. The baby's fallen asleep.
Right.
So, breakfast is pretty much done. And the foods that we would give her, I would want to give them to her, like a banana and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I want to, like first thing in the morning to kind of start the day.
That shit is hard. I hate that.
And I'm
part.
Like, and it's just difficult. And he goes, well, why don't you just feed her when you have breakfast?
I can see the red. It's like Kill Bill, and I could hear the music, like when she's the one on her hit list. Like the sirens that are going off, and she's gonna kill them, and it's like she's flashing back to like what they did to her, and then she's looking at them, and the music is playing, and that's how you're looking at him.
I'm like, I don't eat. I don't
eat breakfast. What is that? What is break fast? What is that?
Break fast. Are you trying to say break fast? And what the fuck does that mean?
Do you think I eat breakfast? Do you think I do that?
This sounds like something I should know.
Right.
From a land far away, maybe in a past life. I don't know. It sounds familiar. I'll give you that. But
you're like, what the fuck is breakfast for me?
This bitch don't know what that is no more.
I don't know. They know what breakfast is. I don't have time for that. I don't eat until like 12:30 or 1:00 or whenever the fucking baby goes to sleep. And then it's like when they're transitioning to solids, it's really annoying. I hate when they transition to solids. So then you have to actually feed them. Like you have to sit there,
feed them,
sit there, right? And they're like this
because they're not really eating. They're not going,
and they're like this.
Like, get away from me.
They're like slouched over. You're like, can you just sit up, please? Like, can you just can you tighten up your spine? please, and hold that fucking head up. The head is still like, like this. And you're trying to
you
get
would
the spoon.
I had to send you a video of Iskra because she, no joke, she is a fiend.
Well, I can
Like,
see that.
grabs things and she's like,
no, mommy, no.
no. And then, like, so
Eat
she's
me.
like, give her the banana. And I'm doing this thing, like, I don't give him puree just so that she can get familiar with the thing and whatever. So anyways, I'm holding up the banana to her and she's like, she's like,
interesting.
she's like,
she like grabs it with both hands.
oh my God, I'm like,
strangling it. You're like, girl, you have like, and they have like a Vulcan death grip, and you're like, give it back, or they try to grab the spoon, or sometimes their tongue and swallow reflexes like still maturing, and so you're feeding them, and it's like
milk. They think it's going in their mouth. They're like,
it's not that,
and it's just like,
and it's like flying out. You're like, no, you're like, swallow it, pretend it's milk, like and then it takes you like 40 minutes to actually feed them their said solids. So you just can't. It's nice when you have one child and then you don't have to do anything else after. It's different when it's just one,
It's one, No.
You
and people who have one, it's still very overwhelming.
It is. And it's like,
they don't know.
Like, listen, kid.
I don't know. Now,
your breakfast is going to be your lunch. All my children had brunch because
nice.
I have stuff to do and you're going to eat. It's just going to be liquid in the morning. So we're going to have a shake, a mommy shake. Or, whatever, and then we're going to do brunch. So you're going to have your first meal, probably like around 11-ish, and that'll carry you over into lunch because you're going to go to sleep now. It's hard to get the whole schedule thing.
It is. And I don't think anybody, like, if that's your natural personality to have like a schedule and a thing, and that's your safe place, that's great. Good for you. I love that.
I'm trying to be that.
But for 80% of the world, that is not a natural human thing to work like a Roma.
Right. I really want to be like that automated, like Christian Bale, American Psycho, like calendarized, regimented. Because I feel like he would have it down to a T.
Oh, he would.
I feel like
he would be a great parent. I feel like
he'd be really good with that,
Psycho. He would be a great parent.
He would. He'd be really good with the activities. Like making sure they're there, like the calendar plan.
Ahead.
Yeah, meal planning. He would be great.
Oh,
like the meal prep. Like, this is for dinner tonight. That's fine. I'll just cook it. You tell me what it is, hon.
It's a dream.
AP, American Psycho, call him AP.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. Just you tell me what to do, AP, and I'm gonna do it. I need that. But luckily, my husband, he is very he's good with timing and things like that, but it's not his sole focus. So he's not going to be the one to say, do this, kind of do that and follow this calendar.
He doesn't take the lead.
Something he cares about,
Yeah. Does he ever? So our big thing, like, I don't have really any complaints about Sark except for one, and any feedback I have for him, it all ties back to this one thing, and it's essentially, you're like, tell me more. Tell me more. Is he has a delegation tone about everything, and if he sees something, he assumes, and it's a problem, he immediately wants to assign blame. Like, our favorite inside joke is from Thor Ragnarok. Master what's his name? Thor Ragnarok.
Jeff Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum, yes.
What was his character? Was it Master of Games?
It was Master something Master.
I'm gonna look this up.
Let me look this up.
That's like one of my favorite movies too.
Oh, for real. That is.
I love Ragnarok. It's hilarious. So like, it's just really funny. Jeff Goldblum was perfect.
This is so typical mom brain too, that we love something so much and yet we can't remember the name of.
I don't remember his name. Let me see the cast. Like, I'm coming here, man. He's Thor, Heimdall. Yeah. Grandmaster.
Our favorite, like, inside joke is when his whole scene where he's like, I woke up today thinking about an execution. It's like all excited. He's like, I'm ready to blame someone.
Yes, that's him. Yes, that's
That's
what my too.
Sark. Sports wise, I feel like there's nothing going on.
I know you're not into basketball. I'm into playoff basketball.
Oh, you are okay. You are watching.
I've been watching it. We have to talk about it though. I've been watching.
We can talk about it. Is there? I mean, Lakers aren't in it anymore, and that was like
Anthony Davis. I've said this for a long time, and people may not agree with me, but I thought he sucked since he was on the Pelicans. I thought him and those caterpillars humping on his face were just overrated, and I didn't see the hype, and I still don't see the hype. He sucks. Like, I don't know if he sucks all the time, but every time I see him play, he sucks. So I deduce that I feel like he sucks. I mean, what was he doing? LeBron is like 80, and why is he still trying to having to put up like 45 points when you have these young people that should be pulling their weight? There was a time Anthony Davis didn't score shit during that series. Are you kidding me?
What?
I think it was like a certain game. Let me pull this up because he made me mad. I like LeBron, by the way. And I'm like, he is just trying to put it on his back still, like this is 10 years ago. And he shouldn't have to when he has a team.
He shouldn't have to. I mean, you don't know what's happening inside the team because I know that he tries to like level up the team, but he also might just be so old and like,
bro,
he's just like, you know what, I'll just carry this shit for as long as I can.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's like, bruh, I'm just here. All right, let me see what this person did. Oh, okay, I take it back. He did have some points. I don't feel like he wasn't effective. Like, it was just...
Yeah. He wasn't giving
it. Like, he wasn't playing like, the series. Like, he just wasn't bringing it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
he
wasn't playing with the same
passion.
like tenacity. Like I can't explain it. I was
you
like, why is he here?
You can tell when they've already resigned. Like they're already giving up the game. Like they already know, or they already like accept the fact that they lose.
Yeah, so he gave his 2 weeks notice, and like by the second game, he's like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm actually not coming back on Monday, so I'm clocking in to get this last check. Like, I'm not even really here. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Really here. That's like, so real.
It's like, Walmart. You're like, you know what? Today's gonna be my last day. They don't know, but I know.
They don't know, but I know.
They're not gonna see me tomorrow. They're gonna be looking at me for my shift. I'm not gonna be here
all the way.
He's like, I'm at Target now. They could suck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't get that from him. He just was like,
yeah.
And the Lakers on paper looked like they were a good, match for the Nuggets. Like, if you looked at them and what they could have done, but it's like...
They lost by 1 point.
And it's like they blew a lead. I think it was in the second game. It was like they blew a 20-point lead.
Yes, exactly. And then they lost by... I think that was the game that they lost by 1, I think. I'm not sure. Rafa was giving me the recap, and I was like, I can't even listen.
It was like it was just bad. It's just like... At least they didn't get swept.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess, but he just wasn't giving what I needed him to give.
Poor LeBron, man.
I don't give him this. Like,
I mean, he does have a lot of rings, so it's not like
he does, and
or lacking or anything.
And who else can say that they've been to the finals? I mean, the playoffs,
right?
Like almost every season of their career. I feel like he didn't make it. Maybe like the first 2 seasons or something when he was a young player on the Cavs.
Yeah.
Did they make it? No, they didn't make it his first year. They may have.
Oh, no. His first year, no.
No, but they made it his
first or second. First and second.
Like, I feel like he spent most of his career going to the playoffs. I feel like 95% of his career was making it to the playoffs. And who can say that? Like, you can always count on him being there. Like, he can go to any team and they'll be there.
Right. You say, like, poor LeBron, but at the same time, you're like, and you hate to be in that feeling of resignation because, there's greatness there. And you don't ever want to be like, that's good enough, Kobe. Or that's good enough, LeBron. Right. That's good enough, Jordan. You don't, that, and that's not their personality. So,
right. And I wanted to see him get another ring. I want to see him get another ring. I still do want to see him get one more.
Yeah, just one more, just one more. That's it. Just one more. And then he can retire.
And then he can retire. I know he wants to play with his son. Like, I know that Something
Oh
he's
my God,
hoping for.
really?
Yeah, I think that's what he's holding on for. Like, he's like, hold on.
Hold on,
Like,
knees.
Ronnie. Hold on, knees. Ronnie. You know what I mean? He's like, hold on, baby. Hold on. So, I mean, he's in peak physical form. He's great. But, he's been playing, since 2003, 2004?
Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy to me. In
he'll
the
be 39 this year.
NBA.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
sorry. That's
and it's a physical, and he's still in peak form. He's not out. I mean, he's out sick sometimes. He hurt himself.
Of course.
But respect the shit.
God, I hope so. I'd be like, what are you doing? That
I can be in a job for 2 months.
Off the market.
Right. Like, I know, right? Like, what are you doing that you're not hurt? Like, you're a cyborg or something. But
Yeah. But he gets hurt. He's human. He's
I
human.
wouldn't have one more ring.
Yeah. Let's my new favorite phrase is instead of let's manifest this into reality, it's let's delulu this into reality.
That's what I'm on.
I'm on that delulu shit.
I'm on the delulu. It's like, I tell my husband, I'm like, it's not that bad. It's like, you can't afford this. You just have to pay it. It's like, it's fine. You should feel better about yourself.
I love it so much. Because most people, when they manifest, and they delulu in for sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like 80% of people don't know jack shit about manifesting. They're just like, I want diamonds and rings and
that's it.
And more expensive shit.
That's me. I am delusional. I don't care about none of that.
You're like OG Delula.
I'm the queen. Call me Delula. That is me. I'm the queen of that. It's like,
so funny.
Fuck it.
It's hilarious. Well, we got a Delula, LeBron getting his final ring.
I just wanted to get a final ring. Like the same way I wanted Chris Paul to eventually get a ring.
Yeah.
I would like, I don't know if it's going to happen though. I wanted Dame, Lillard,
I don't see that happening.
To actually make it to the finals because he spent so much of his time, in Portland wasting away. Like, just fucking.
Where is he in Portland now?
No, he's not with the Trailblazers. He's with the Bucks. This was his first season with the Bucks. And him and Giannis are both hurt this series. And there was no way they were going to beat the Pacers with both of them hurt.
What's up with the Bucks right now? There's something special about the Bucks. What was it? They have a new coach, or they're getting a new coach?
The coach is Doc Rivers.
Yes. That's what it is.
They're coaching Doc Rivers, but they have Dame and Giannis, and that's like a huge, and the Bucks have a great team, but it's like I knew they wouldn't beat the Pacers without Giannis and Dame. They need at least one of them to be strong contenders in the playoffs. I'm like, okay, maybe next year.
Yeah.
So I was hoping, I had hopes. I'm like, come on, Dame, I know you can do this. Dame time, game time. The Knicks are in the second. They moved on to the second round.
Stop. When was the last time they ever did that?
It's been over 20 years.
Damn.
I believe it's been that long. And they're playing the Pacers. They're playing the Pacers, and that's who stopped them last time, like in the 90s, with John Stark and Oakley and Ewing. They played against Reggie Miller.
Oh my God.
Pacers.
Oh my God.
And Reggie Miller did this. That was for the Knicks, and they were choking when they were up, and then they eventually lost the series. So now the Knicks have time for retribution. They're going against the Pacers in the next round. Starts on Monday. I mean, I'm pulling for them. If the Knicks somehow,
I'll be watching. So this is what I like. If I know what's going on and I see and I like there's the drama, that's why I'm here. I'm here.
I'm here for it. Ooh, that's
yes.
You mean it's not like the old school basketball, when they used to fight and stuff like 20 years ago.
Exactly. Like, where are the bad boys?
The bad boys of the NBA, don't get me started. Like, basketball has not,
through that screen.
Listen, basketball needs to foul you and check you, just punch you in the stomach. It's okay. You can't do that now, but basketball used to be very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
The last
watching Rodman play, I think was
he was in the going on in the final era of it. I feel like the final bad era of the NBA was in 2003. Do you remember Malice at the Palace?
Yes. Talk about going out with a bang.
Boy, that was the best game I ever seen in my life. That was in 2003, and
it wasn't even a game.
it was bad. I mean, did you see that?
Honestly, it was really hard to watch.
I was like, oh my
But
God.
you love violence, so.
I was like, my parents. He's like, violence or chaos, both of them. Like, he was,
It was
there
everything.
lying down, and a fan threw something at him, and he
said
went up
nope.
into the stands and started wailing, and it started a whole melee. I mean,
Dude,
it was.
if I saw a almost 7 foot tall
Nope.
man crawling across the stadium like Spider Monkey,
Like, just like Venom, right?
like Venom. I would immediately be like, I surrender. I'm sorry.
Just die. Just hit the floor, like, just like wheelchair, or be like a fainting goat. Just go into the fetal position and just don't get any resistance. Just don't. Like, it's better if you just don't resist. You know,
Literally.
Let it happen. If you relax your muscles, it'll probably be easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't tense up either. Just
go
let it
loose.
happen.
Go loose.
Just go loose, right? Because you'll be less sore. You know.
Exactly.
Exactly. But yeah, ever since then, I feel like the NBA, you know, they've been like, okay, we gotta like.
Yeah, they're like, and scene.
But yeah, like basketball players back then, it was a wild time.
Yeah,
Even like the 70s, you know, 70s, 80s, 90s. It was wild.
70s, man.
That was good back then. I mean, you never know what you might see. I mean, they still get,
especially when like black players started coming in more.
Right.
And there was like all that extra tension.
Yes.
Of black players being in. And I mean, like, I love what documentary was it? I don't even remember, but it was Bird.
Oh, with Larry Bird?
Larry Bird, yeah. And he was talking about, he was like, you know, they would say they would put me up against their best man, you know, and he was like, if they weren't black, he was like, they weren't the best. He's like, I considered it like a you know, like that was a real measure of your talent if you were able to play equal, because, you know, they were dominating. They were coming in and they were like, hi, everybody. This is our game.
Yeah, like it would dominate. From Boston, you know, like Boston, you know, especially around that time, you know, he's like their white savior.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean? Get like the black. Oh, it was
and Larry was like, y'all are racist, but like, I'm just gonna play it. He was so special sauce. Like, you hear Larry Bird talk, you're like, bro.
He's a little oblivious. You know, he knew what was going on.
And then Magic Johnson's like the complete opposite, emotional and like Mr. Show. You know what I mean?
The Showtime, absolutely. Magic
was totally.
And then time in NBA. And now you look now like, oh, that's a flagrant one. Oh, you like where they literally used to punch people, like just straight up punch them. Straight up. And then they get like, oh, that's a foul. You know, now it's like.
They're like, you're out of here.
You're out of here. I'm like, geez, I can't even kick anybody in the knees anymore. You know,
I can't.
Whatever.
I barely touched them. I can't bump into nobody.
No blood, no foul.
Yes.
So that's on my children. Are you bleeding? No.
He's fine.
Are any bones sticking through the skin? Like,
I'll get you an ice pack. You want an ice pack?
Right. Do you see a lump under the skin? Okay, great. There's no. You know, fractures underneath. Like, we're good. We're fine. No blood, no foul.
100%. 100%. Okay. That's so funny. Okay, cool. So that was our sports segment. Bam. Bam, bam. Excellent.
It's the submarine. Okay.
No, but
did they not see how this movie ended the last time when somebody?
The comments are so funny on this. So let me read this. I'm going to read this out loud.
Okay. And I think it's the same company that had the same, you know, had the incident with the Titanic.
Right. That's what it's them. Yes, because in the comments they were talking about the logo, the name, the team. Yeah. So it says bubble-shaped submarine can dive 660 feet, letting you tour the sea floor in first class. The description. Triton Submarines, a company in the U.S.
First of all, that's wrong. I don't want anything U.S. based. Keep going. This is trash. No, keep going. It's garbage.
Created the Triton 669 Ava submersible. It's meant to revolutionize underwater exploration for everyone. It can go as deep as 660 feet, 200 meters, underwater, giving people a stunning look at the ocean's beauty. Triton just confirmed that the submarine works well and got certification from DNV.
Should be DNR, do not resuscitate. Your ass is going to die under there. I'm telling you. No.
She said DNR.
The bubble-shaped hub gives an amazing 360-degree view of underwater scenery, including above, below, and behind. Yeah, as above, so below. It's approved to dive 660 feet, 200 meters. This advanced sub can hold 9 victims, people, with room for 8 guests and 1 pilot to the upper room. And it's an upper room, but that's where you're might be going. Or you're so close to hell, when you die, you won't have a far trip if that's where you're going. And it has leather seating for passenger comfort during the entire dive.
Stop.
And it can run for 12 hours straight. It measures at 9.02 feet or 2.75 meters long, 14.8 feet, 4.5 meters wide, 7.5 feet or 2.3 meters tall. So you're in a casket, essentially a really oversized
You're
casket.
in a group casket.
You're in a group casket. You guys all chipped in to have a really big group casket for 9 of you. It's equipped with life support oxygen, keyword life support, and a CO2 scrubber for safety.
So here's, from a business standpoint, I
hope they have good insurance, because they're going to get sued when they have a lot of dead people showing up. Or not showing up. Just literally imploding and just looking like Ant-Man particles. Because they're going to be in the quantum realm. That's what's going to be left of them.
Oh my God. Like, when I think about how tough of a situation, just like the industry in general, because if you think about it, okay, yes. Is it going to get better? Is the technology going to get better?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to be the first one. I don't even want to be the first one to buy the first round of iPhones. You want them to work out the kinks. You know what I mean? Like, let them work out the kinks a little bit. Get the upgrades. There's always something wrong.
Yeah.
With the first batch or first few batches. You gotta wait.
Yes. 100%. I'm never. Even when it says like, oh, do you want to update your phone with the latest OS?
No, I wait until I can. No, and then you wait because then you hear, oh, my friend, everything is a bug. You see the articles?
Yeah.
The new update has bugs. This update right here, whatever this is going to have a serious bug. Yeah, deadly one. You couldn't pay me enough. And it's just like, we can't even really
you gotta wait.
Yeah, we can't even really figure out how to self-drive.
Yes.
A Tesla. You know what I mean? Without accidentally killing someone. So, and that's above ground. Above water.
It's above ground.
I can breathe oxygen normally. So I'm more likely to try that.
Yeah.
Than, do this.
Right.
660 feet underwater.
What was it before? What was it with the other one?
It must have been, I don't know. It may be that deep, because how deep is Titanic? It was like on the ocean floor. And this little picture they have here, they look like they're on somebody's floor. I don't know if they're like with the megalodon, big ass shark or something. It's
the megalodon.
Megalodon, thank you. Illiterate over here. The whatever the megalodon.
I got the best compliment. I was saying asynchronous.
Oh, asynchronous. One of my favorite words.
But I was saying asynchronous. Somebody
mixed with acrimonious.
And they said, don't feel bad. It means that you read a lot. I was like, wow, that's, that can sound patronizing, but I love it.
Asynchronous. Which asynchronous? How do you say it?
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous. You're like, actually what it means is just make up a whole. You're like, actually, no, I just said it wrong. But yeah, like, I'm not going on the ocean floor. This is 660 feet. I'm not going up 660 feet in the air unless I'm down a plane. No. And it's in first class in leather. So when you die, you'll be sitting in your leather clad casket.
So the Titanic was double that, 12,500 feet. No, not double. What am I talking about? I can't do math. Nobody can.
It's fine. We have
calculators. You can't speak. I can't do math.
I can't do math either. So I'm just totally useless.
Okay, so 600 meters. Hold on. It lies in 2 main pieces, about 2,000 feet apart.
Okay.
Okay, so 600 meters apart, but depth It's 690 kilometers,
We're not in the UK or
12,500
Europe.
feet.
Put that in feet. How many feet is that?
12,500 feet.
Okay, significantly lower.
Significantly lower.
Significantly
So 660 feet.
Okay.
You're probably looking at like the Australian, what's it called?
Like the Marianas Trench, is that over there?
Yeah. No, that's the deepest.
Oh, that's the deepest trench, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'm talking about like the reef, like the coral reef.
Coral reef. The biggest coral reef in the world. What is
The
that?
Great Barrier?
The Great Coral Reef, is that what it's called?
Something, the barrier? The
Barrier Reef. It is the Barrier Reef. That's what it is. That's over there in the Pacific, looking real pretty and
I feel
stuff.
like I used to know this. Hold on. Let's get the real name.
Just sent to brain. It stays with you. The Great Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier Reef. Boom. Teamwork, make the dream work.
It took us a while to get there, but we got there, everybody.
We got there.
Stay in school and keep studying, kids.
So yeah, stay in school.
Keep studying. I mean,
All right,
that's a
now
lie.
speaking
I
of
finished
things-
school, but here we are.
Here we are. And yet, exactly. So thinking
yet-
of things that are also important for education in school, the Met Gala.
Yes. I mean, that should be a course, taught because that, I mean, we need to have the day off for that. That is the first Monday in May. It's like,
it's a holiday.
It's a holiday, and we need to
first Monday in May. Isn't that already a holiday?
Is it the first Monday?
Is it Labor Day, Memorial Day?
Oh no, Labor Day is the first Monday in September, and Memorial Day is the last Monday in May. So we need something for the first Monday, and it clearly should be the Met Gala.
Clearly,
I mean, hello. Like, I'm so excited about this. Like,
what are you so excited about? Tell me.
So I'm excited about the fashion, and of course, it's supposed to be avant-garde, and it's supposed to be fun because it has.
I love the theme, avant-garde, and so much you can do with
Zendaya, she's a huge part of it this year. I'm super excited. I want to see what she is going to wear. Like, she never disappoints on the normal red carpet, so I cannot wait to see her.
It already goes over the top when it's like when everybody's in their like casual evening scrubs.
Right. I wanted her evening scrubs. Right. Like, darling.
And she is like negative.
She just like flowing out, and Laura Roach is just gliding behind her because he is anointed, and he just glides. He just he's gliding right behind her. Zendaya doesn't
the hair just flows like gently, like
it's very ethereal.
Lips are flowing. It's like
it's like he transcended, and he's just another ethereal being behind her. I cannot wait to see what they put together. There's like Rihanna. I can't wait to see Rihanna. I know she'll be there.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian will be there. I usually do like her looks. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see, what she's gonna do there.
Do you think that she has decreased in fashion quality since her split with Kanye?
No, I think no, I don't think so. I actually like her style, and I think Kanye, he still impacts her style to this day. To be honest, he actually helped her.
They're still collaborators.
I feel like they're still collaborating, and her stylist, her name is Danny. I follow her on Instagram. She's really good for her, and I think she just knows what works for her. So I think she'll be good there. Doja Cat. She's crazy. So I want to see what she's going to do.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
I want to see what she's going to do. Jared Leto. I want to see what he's going to do. There's certain people. Last year, he dressed up as Karl Lagerfeld's cat. Like, he came like, he looked like the cat. Doja Cat was the said cat. So
but
she paid
Jared
homage.
Leto, I loved he came in the actual suit.
She actually came in the suit. And that's why her and him, they took a picture last year. So
I love it.
I cannot wait to see what she does. I mean, I hope Kanye's there and his wife, Bianca Censori. Hopefully her vagina's covered.
That's all we ask.
You said garden, and this is the garden of life.
The garden. You would. Don't say twice.
Art. Her legs, the garden coming out of her vagina. He totally would.
Oh my God. What do you think about the Yeezy porn?
You mean like what they do normally when they're walking around, or is there actually like porn?
Yeah, he's starting a Yeezy porn site. It's literally going to be called Yeezy porn.
I'm curious to see how this looks. I actually will look at it because I want to see if it's going to be like an
Right.
artistic creation.
Yeah, like is there a statement involved? Is
Yeah,
it
like I want to
just
see. Is it going to be like an eyes wide shut, kind of deal? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
is
like
there
high
like a
end
really
porn.
deep thriller story happening?
Right.
Like,
Like,
okay,
is he gonna
okay.
have like, storylines of these pornos? Are they
Right,
all gonna be
right.
wearing Yeezys? Like,
Like he was known to have like an addiction,
I could see
basically.
that. I mean, wasn't he just getting head from her in Venice, like on the boat or something?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I can
yeah.
see that. I just want to see what
Yeah.
if the camera's gonna be good, like the angles.
Right. Like, are we talking like what is it? There's like, yeah, there's different porn production companies that are
Right.
like really intentional, very high quality, very like yeah, just intentional. They have a vision and it's not
I want to
like
see. I mean, he's probably gonna make his
trash.
wife star in it, so I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
That's,
he's gonna put her.
yeah, like is it that's the other question. Is it just gonna be him and his wife?
Right. Like who? Who's gonna be in this? Like, should this be saved for OnlyFans or
Right.
is this good enough to
Right.
actually have a whole production company? Is like Ron Jeremy gonna be like on set, like directing? Because he knows a thing or two.
He knows a thing or two about a thing or
Jenna
two.
Jameson.
He knows about a thing or two.
Right. Jenna Jameson giving pointers on set. Like, reduce your gag reflex, sweetie. Wait, no, she did lesbian porn, right? Jenna Jameson, so she wouldn't be telling her about it.
Oh, she does lesbian porn?
I think she was like a straight lesbian porn. Like, I think she's married to a man, but did lesbian porn. I can understand that. That's respectful.
Yeah.
So I think a husband might have been okay with that. That's respectful.
Yeah.
Something to think about to pay these bills.
Amen, girl. I mean, do what you got to do.
I'm just saying, because like my husband wouldn't want me to do porn, but it's like, would he be as mad if it wasn't with the man?
I feel like knowing him, because I know him.
It's be like, no, good idea, but no.
He does have, we talked a little bit about this. It's like, that dominance. And there's something that's very traditional in men, the idea of dominating multiple women. And so if he were directing his wife, and you know what I mean? Like that would be his greatest. He'd be like, yes, this is where I live.
Yeah. You know what? I can see him doing. I'm telling you, Bianca's probably going to be in those movies quite a few times.
Poor Bianca, girl. I can't even.
I mean, she's used to being naked anyway. So like, wasn't they barefoot at Disneyland? I mean, she'll be fine.
She had bandages on her feet.
What? Like she's fucking in Avatar or something, or like some other ninja. Like, what was she doing? Training? And we didn't know. Like, well, we don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe she was training, and she's like, you know what? Let's take a break from this. Let's just head over to Disneyland.
Yeah, we don't know what we don't know.
We don't know what we don't know. So I'm looking forward to if they're going to be on the red carpet at the Met Gala.
Oh my god,
they're porn. Met Gala and porn, so it kind of works.
It kind of
leave it to Kanye to marry the two together.
Leave it to Kanye. Yeah,
and Taylor Swift, unfortunately, she rejected the invitation for her and Travis, and she did us a favor. No offense, Swiftie. Taylor's cool, but
she's not
okay.
It's like it's purely, there's fashion that can stand alone, and then there's fashion that exists as like that is endearing only because you know the person, but you have to know the person in order to understand or appreciate. And I feel like that's Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you see only her fans, when they see her in her fits, they're like, yeah, that's Taylor. And then they're like, oh my God.
Right. And they like it because it's her. But
exactly. But no. Alone, like fashion alone.
No. Blake Lively needs to step in as her bestie and like style her, find her a stylist, because it's not given. It's just Travis could come without her. I would look forward to see what he's wearing, but she's swagless. I look forward to his outfits, but she looks like she's going to a middle school dance every single time I see her.
You know what? And I think she kind of embraces that.
She does, and I love that for her.
Yeah, even like when she's at like an awards show and she's sitting there dancing like a fool. Like I love it because I'm like, own your freak flag, girl.
I love that. Keep dancing, keep it up. But I need her to get a stylist.
Yes.
I know she can't dance. She knows she can't dance. I'm cool with that. But you can look good.
You can look decent.
Like, I mean, when she went to the
And
Grammys,
she
I'm
has such
like,
a great body.
yeah, like she would look great in so many things. When she went to the
Yeah.
Grammys, I'm like, did she just roll out of bed, throw that
I
dress
can't
on,
even. I
just put
can't
a
even.
ponies, whatever the hell she had, no makeup? Like, I want to see her come out there and like slay one day. Like, I
Yeah.
need RuPaul or someone to
Yes.
come gather her.
Oh,
Laura Roach would like.
yes. And she's
Look
an
at-
ally. So she has people in her
I know
circle
she
that
has
can
drag
immediately
queens that
get her in
help her.
contact
They
with
get-
somebody. This is a
it's
call
like-
to arms.
Right, like
Somebody needs to kidnap her
yes, swiftly.
swiftly.
Thank you. Like I love Taylor, she's cool, but
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. It's endearing, but if you are fashion is
the fashion's so bad.
literally. Here's some water.
Oh my god, it's sickening. And my hernia is
It's
coming out.
literally sickening. Literally gagging.
Oh my
Literally
god, I think I'm
sickening.
having a reaction. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she's tearing up.
I'm
people.
tearing up. This is crazy. Well,
Oh
of course,
my
Beyonce, if she comes through,
Oh.
she does a lot of times, but I don't know. She's too busy for us this year. But I would love to
Yeah.
see her and maybe Blue Ivy.
It would be
on the
interesting.
carpet.
It would be interesting, yeah, because she just had the new album come out.
Yeehaw.
I mean, it would be cool actually, like because Bay and Tay Tay are really good friends.
Bay and
I
Tay.
mean, Bay Tay, Bay and
Bay
Tay,
Tay.
B and T. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
See?
So, and since they both had albums come out really close to each other, it would be really cool, especially
Yeah.
because, I mean, there's just so much you can do with that because she's embracing the whole cowboy aesthetic
Mm-hmm.
and Taylor came from country.
Yeah, that's where she came from. You
It
know
would
what
be
I
really
mean?
cool if they did like some sort of collaboration, upped Tay Tay's game, the fashion game,
That's her
and
pussy up.
like, just seeing Bay in her new evolution of herself as she always, I mean,
Yeah.
every year is a new
She always
evolution of
reinvents
her.
herself.
She's
And
always
so I can't wait till
reinventing.
she's gonna do next. But Taylor, please step your pussy up. You probably will never see this. I mean, it's fine, but please, like, I want so much more for you.
Yeah.
I do because I look.
We
every
want
time
you to be
I see her-
comfortable, but we want you to slay.
right? Because I mean, you see Blake with her, and it's like Blake eats it up, and it's like, oh, poor Pixie.
Pobrecita. Ay, la güera.
I'm like, come on, you can do better. It's like when you want your children to do better, like,
Yeah.
like I don't want you to get 70s. I want you to do 90s. I know you just have to turn in an extra homework assignment like on time, and then you can be there. That's what
love
it's
that.
like that's what it's like. Nicki Minaj,
Ooh,
she's all
yes.
about theatrics. I love Nicki dearly as well,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but she deserves more. Like,
Yeah.
she deserves to be like at a much higher like level than what she is. I think she needs like
Yeah.
a team surrounding her with that. But I feel like when it comes to the Met Gala, I feel like she wouldn't disappoint. I feel like she
She
would do
comes
well
out.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see her at the
Yeah,
there
totally.
too.
Cardi too. Cardi.
Yes, Cardi's good on the carpet. You know, Cardi's all about a look.
great. The fashion loves her.
Yes. Sorry, Nicki and Cardi.
I know.
Fans, some
That's
discussion
not our beef.
like that. It's not our beef. Sorry about that.
we ain't in that.
Not
That's
in
not
that.
our business.
It's not my business, but I would love to see both of them there,
Yeah.
and I would love for them, to reconcile maybe one day, and they'll put out
They're
such
both mamas
great music
now.
together. They'll put out such good music together. Like it would be a fire. Like
would
it would be
break
fire. Like it would be fire.
The internet.
It would break it. Like, and I would be there for it. That would be a banger.
That'd
But
be so.
They're not listening to me.
They don't listen to me
They don't know who I am.
as much as we try.
My opinions. It's fine. But that's what I want.
Yeah,
That's what
I'll
I
take it
want.
personal, but I'm just saying.
Come on. I'm just saying.
That's so funny.
just
Awesome.
saying.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll have
Yes.
to review what happens
Yes.
when it happens.
I'm gonna be watching it live and like telling the kids don't bother me. Like
Mommy's at church.
I'm right. I'm busy.
It's
Not
Easter.
now.
It's
Like-
Mommy's Easter.
Right. It's like it's my time. And I'm like, is the house burning? No. Somebody's eating.
No,
Is anybody
You're
dead?
fine.
Then
Yeah.
we're all fine. Go ask your father.
Yeah. Right. Even if you've peed, we'll figure it out later.
We'll handle that later. It's not on
It's
my bed,
fine.
right? No? Okay. The only thing I'll stop for is someone puked. If there's puke, I'm like, is it on the
Oh,
bed or the carpet?
yeah, no, that's
No?
got to be taken care of.
Put
Or
towel
just like
over it.
sprinkle Clorox
Yeah, and just put a
on
towel
it,
over it.
and then I'll be back.
And that's it. That's just gonna stop me there. That's fine. And that's that.
Just stop the
Okay.
sprinkle. Yeah, so streaming. What are we streaming? What have we watched?
Okay.
So I told you you need to finish Unlocked.
I know. How many episodes is it?
I want to say, girl, I don't even know. Let's see
Is
here.
it like 8 episodes or is it like
It's
a 6
something like that.
episode?
It's not
Okay.
like 20.
Right. It's one of those smaller, like limited series kind of deals with
8. There you go.
8. Okay.
You had it. Yeah. 8 episodes. So it's worth the watch. There's not as much violence as you might like.
But that's good though. So that means it's like,
I mean, I
maybe
guess. If you like violence though, because you were like,
I guess.
yeah.
But maybe that means, the pilot the program they were trying to implement is working.
Yes.
So that's good. And like, even though I do love violence, I'm happy that there wasn't that much. Because that shows that they, these people can be rehabilitated.
Yes.
And they're not the animals. You know what I mean? That people like to
100%.
believe that they are. So it's nice
100%.
that maybe there's not that much violence. Maybe more like testosterone, like, aggression, tension. Like, I'll be that kind of thing, but I'm going to kill you. So that's okay.
Yeah. Like they talk shit to each other and everything. But there are a couple scenes where it gets a little scary. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. I mean, when I was a kid, when I was like barely a teenager, I had friends who were convicts, murderers, and you know what I mean? They're just trying to do right by themselves after the fact. And it's really tough when you see people who are just very black and white, black and white. And they're like, well, if you've been in jail, then you're a bad person, right?
Right.
And it's like, that's why we have the problem that we have. And the incarceration level in this country is just, you have to humanize that community, because that population of people is much more significant than anybody would like to admit. So either somebody has had friends or family members in jail, they've been in jail, they know somebody, you know what I mean?
Know somebody who knows someone.
Exactly. It's like 2 degrees of separation. So it really is like, that's why I really appreciated it, because it definitely humanized, because it's not like they did it with people who don't have are like low level offenders. They have people in there, they were calling them caps, right? That they're in there for capital murder. So, there's like people who were in there for legit things and all just waiting sentencing essentially. And some people were in between, or they were staying there or whatever, right? Everyone's in kind of a different situation. So it's very cool. I think it's definitely worth the watch. I have a friend who, it's Sark's workout buddy, but I like to think of her as my friend because she's really cool. So
my friend.
She's a therapist at an incarceration facility. And it's like, and she's super badass. Like, she's strong as hell. You look at her, you're just like, oh, you could kick.
Oh, she lifts, right? Like,
ass. Yeah.
She lifts, bro, every day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she knows she's like, that's why I work out so much because actually it was really funny. People didn't even know that people that work out with her all the time. They're like, you're a therapist at a prison? And she's like, yeah, why do you think I work out all the time?
She's like, got stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. Like,
yeah, exactly.
She's like, she's gonna go. She's like, I'm more ready all the time. Like, the people who work in there, even the guards, they don't have weapons, but they have like a baton. You better be. Listen, I always said I could never do corrections or anything like that. Maybe
it would just be
I need the strap. You know what I mean? But I get why they don't have guns, because they can grab the gun, and do.
Of course,
I get it, but
yeah, I think of that story you told me about you when you were a kid, and you said they're playing. You were sitting on the ground or something, and a goose came over.
Oh yeah, no. I was at a farm called the Pumpkin Farm, Green Meadows Farm or whatever in Queens. and I was petting the baby turkey. That's what I was doing. So cute. I was like 4.
Yeah.
I still have pictures. Petting the baby turkey. Whatever you call them. I don't know. Turklings. Whatever.
Turklings.
I'll call baby turkey. And then I guess the mother came over there and she pecked me. And I punched that shit square in his beak. I mean, I punched it. I mean, I said, bop. It was like a reflex. Like, bitch, like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? I'm being nice. And you come and just peck me like, bop. Like
and that's why you can't work at a
and
prison.
that's why I can't ping pong. Like, no, sorry.
Like, what you
say? It was a reflex, like, ping pong. Like, and that's it. Same thing happened when I was about 5 this time. We were at my mom's friend's house. He had a Chihuahua. And no offense to the Chihuahua owners, not the long hair Chihuahuas, because those have different temperaments.
Right.
Those little short haired things are little rats from hell. Yeah. I swear. Like, they were created, they're like little hellhounds or something. I don't know. Like they were sent by Satan to bite ankles and inflict fear and destroy. But he had one, and that thing just ran across the room and bit my ankle. Boom. Reflex.
You just kicked that thing across
it. It was like the cow who flew over the moon. It was like a nursery rhyme. I punted that bitch clear across, boy, girl, whatever it was. I punted that bastard. I was like, ah! Clear across the room. I kicked that. And I'm a strong kicker. I guess I always have been. It was a reflex. It bit me and I said, boom, boom. Pow. Messi would have been proud. I would have fucking aired that shit out. Like, pow. Soccer ball. I was like, I mean, I felt bad. You know, I love animals, but it was a reflex. Running down, I mean, biting me. Run up, get done up. 4 legs or 2 legs. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you're human or not human. Fuck around, find out universal law.
It's just, that's the time I was on. And I don't know if I could ever work as a president, but I salute the folks that do because it's necessary. Yeah. And they do, they really do like special work because it's so needed. All therapists and like all social workers and, you know, people that serve underserved populations because those folks are underpaid.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They overserve. You know what I mean? So
yeah, they're overserving because they don't get paid enough, and their caseload, you know, is just chronically always high. It doesn't matter where you live.
You're paying me in peanuts, and I'm supposed to risk my life? Like,
exactly. I'm supposed to see what I see.
Right. And it's like mentally traumatizing, emotionally traumatizing. It could be physically traumatizing. And you're giving these people $5 an hour. But you want them to go to school for like 15 years. The math ain't nothing. It doesn't add up.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Love it. Okay, but you're watching you watch Late Night with the Devil.
It's a show called Late Night with the Devil. We have Shudder.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay.
And you can watch it on Shudder, which is like it's a streaming platform, I guess you could say. If you have a Fire Stick, you can download Shudder and watch it that way. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was just, who was that? Oh, Aiden. Hi, Aiden. You came downstairs to ask me to open Play-Doh.
Hi, Aiden.
But don't you have people upstairs that can help you? Yeah. Oh, you have underwear on. Thank goodness. He's not free balling. Usually I see little beige walnuts just fucking. It's like a little door knocker, like hanging upside down. I look back and I say, oh, nuts. He must just went to the restroom.
He's flying around.
What the hell is this Play-Doh?
Oh my goodness.
It's like,
did it
I need to go to the gym apparently. The fuck? I need to be that workout buddy. If I could travel, I need to start lifting weights. Do better, Play-Doh. Here, sweetie. Good? It works. I'll see you later.
Works.
Love you. Bye.
I love that so much. It works.
It works. He's like Athena, I'm telling you. He goes, I love this family. I love being here. This is great. Great job, Mom.
That's literally Athena. Oh my God.
Great job, Mom.
I'm like, you performative little.
Yeah. It's like
every now and then she shows her true self, and I'm like, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm like, like okay. Like, I don't know if he's being like
good to be enthusiastic.
He's really enthusiastic about it. He's like, I love this family. Good job, Mom. And then you have Drew. He's like, everything sucks. You know, there's a balance between those two. It's like night and day. I couldn't handle two of them like that. So I guess it works out.
Yeah, you'd be like, where am I? Somebody please extract me from
I'm like, it's too much positivity. It's like the Care Bears or something. It's like, I can't deal with it. It's like too much rainbows and sunshine. That's Aiden. He's like rainbows and sunshine.
Oh, I love him.
I appreciate it. He gives love. It's sweet.
Right.
So Late Night with the Devil is on Shudder. Did I say Devil? What did I just say?
What did you say?
I don't know. I think I had a
Devil?
TIA. I think I had a transient ischemic attack just now. I had a mouth stroke. I don't fucking know. Late Night with the Devil. It's a movie, okay? And who's in it? It's actually, I can't remember his name, but he's one of the guys that was in Ant-Man. That was like one of his friends that worked at the security.
Yes. Was he the guy who played the Russian guy or the
Him. It was him.
Baba Yaga.
Of course you were getting first. Of course you picked the Russian first. Of course. Of course. You're Dr. Folks. Of course you would.
Naturally, you're like, why am I surprised?
Naturally. He's just like, from the motherlands, you know.
This is cool. I don't think I've seen him in like maybe 2 or 3 other things.
Yeah, he's not in much, but I'm like, oh great, he's out there. I was excited to see that it was him, and it was just a great movie. It was like it's about this talk show host. It's set in the 70s, so he's kind of going up against like Johnny Carson and that kind of deal, and it's literally Late Night with the Devil. So, he has a whole bunch of guests that come on for Halloween, and one of them is actually a girl who claims that she's possessed, but they had the demon under control, and then they asked her to let the demon out, essentially. Great idea. And and then hell breaks loose. But it was a really good like build up towards it. It was great. The writing was great. The story was great. It was just good. Like,
is
it's
it
a
funny
horror
at all?
movie. Is it what?
Is it funny at all?
It is funny. It does have some funny,
like
some
that.
humor to it. It's a horror film, but it's not like gory horror in a sense. I mean, there is some gore there, but it's not like a slasher flick. It's not like like Evil Dead or something like that. It actually has a plot, has some substance to it. It just happens to be, you know, a horror film, but it's a great watch.
Cool. I like that.
I think Rafa would like it too.
Yes, yeah. Rafa's always been into horror movies.
Oh yeah, like we watched Baghead last night. It was
How was that? I've never heard of that.
I liked it. Well, we haven't unlocked Fire Stick. I don't know where the hell you watch it at, but look up Baghead, everybody. I don't know where you watch that one. It might be on Shudder too. I feel like Shudder has a lot of these movies. Shudder is a great platform for horror film, like old and new.
Cool.
So it's really, really good. But watch Baghead. It was interesting. Interesting twist on it. So she inherited this pub from her father, and there was like an old witch demon essentially locked in the basement, and whoever's name was on the deed is the protector, and the witch has to listen to them, but they can't let her out of the basement. And it's like their life mission now is to make sure she never leaves the basement. So once you sign your name on that deed, like that's it.
That witch is yours, basically.
That witch is yours. She tried to burn the deed and everything, and the fire just extinguished. And it was like very old, like leading back into like the 1500s or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it was really interesting.
That's
cool.
I
mean, it didn't have a happy ending, so that's great. It is real. It's like, well, they didn't lie to you.
You're like, this is my kind of movie.
You're like, oh damn, that escalated quickly.
Oh snap.
So yeah, it was pretty good. So
I love it. Okay.
Late Night with the Devil and Baghead. And Late Night with the Devil is on Shudder, and I believe Baghead is too. Creep. Yeah. See?
The download.
Damn T-Boz. The creep.
Girl, I love TLC. Did you ever have your trio, like your friends, and then each one of you take on a person?
Yes. Yeah.
Who were you?
Absolutely. Who was I with TLC? I probably shouldn't have been Left Eye, but
outing yourself.
Left Eye or Chili. T-Boz was cool, but I vibe with like Left Eye or Chili.
I was T-Boz. I was always
okay.
I even had the bob.
See?
Like that really.
I love Chili's hair. So it's like I love Chili's hair, but I love like Left Eye's attitude. So it worked.
Yeah.
And I was like, who had the best outfits? So I like based it up with that.
And that was Chili.
And that was Chili.
That was Chili. See, I love T-Boz's style.
I did.
T-Boz's style. But that's because I'm me.
And like I said, I probably should have been Left Eye because, you know.
Because you would burn someone's house down. If they were beating your ass, you'd be like, now I'm burning your house down.
See, you know, I'm very reactive. Very reactive type of person. So
You lay a hand on me. What? Okay. You want funny?
See,
I can get hilarious.
exactly. And my husband says, he was like, you know what, if he's acting like he would never hit a woman. He was like, see, but if I was that type and I hit you, we'd be fighting to the death. Yeah. Because
he knows.
I'm gonna have to kill you. He said I'm gonna have to kill you because you won't stop. Like, you will not stop coming. Like, I'm gonna have to try to kill you. Like, he said one of us will not make it out of that fight. Like, I'm not sure who it would be, but
self-awareness is
at an all-time high. He said one of us would not make it out. He's like, I don't know which one that might be because it might be you. It might be you. He's like, but if I hit you, we're fighting to the death. I already know that. He would never hit.
Someone's birth certificate or death certificate is going to get signed.
But it's going to be like slow singing and flower bringing. Somebody's not making it out that house alive. And like you said, self-awareness is all time high. And he's like a gentle giant. Like he's like, he has like all these tattoos. He's like the gauges. And he can probably look imposing, but he is like the most like laid back. Just very non-confrontational. Just
you and your husband are like me and my husband, but so like people see us together, and I'm sure we look like freaking. We're from two different planets, and it's like, how are you? Because he looks like so cis male. It's like not even funny.
Yeah, you know? I know what you mean.
Like strong, and he's just. And he's Russian, and it's like, you know, and he's a Capricorn, and it's just like this energy of just like groundedness,
man, right?
And then you see me, and I'm like, hey, that's it. Like, let's get crazy.
I shave my head, and this me. I have to. You know, like, okay, this is an interesting dynamic. You know,
literally, but it works
for whatever reason. Yeah, for whatever reason. To my angle, of course, and he's just so nice, and like you wouldn't think like he seems like kind of stoic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, he could have been Russian in the past life. I don't know, but it's like he. You know, but he's just like the opposite.
But you're the crazy one, and you guys balance each other out.
It's like the balance. I kind of make him a little bit more spontaneous, so to speak, and then he kind of reels me in, like, we're not doing that. Like,
and then every now and then you give him permission to have fun,
right? And it's like for me, I'm like, I want to run him over with the car. He's like, you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of. And he's like, well, you shouldn't run people over with cars. You know, he'll talk you down. He's the guy like, hey, you're going above the speed limit. I'm like, I may drive. And like, I was driving with him. And he's like, you know, the cops need this for you.
You know, I don't care.
That
be like, I understand.
And I'm like, okay, I guess I need my guest here. You know, but he's the balance. I love it. He's like the turtle in what is that? Finding Nemo. It's like just chill.
Well, nice.
Like, first I was like,
yeah,
whoa.
Dude.
I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa.
He's daddy ball. Through and through.
Oh yeah, he's dad. He's a full dad. I'm surprised he doesn't have like the khaki cargo shorts and those like New Balance dad sneakers. Because that's how he acts. Like
he could pull it off.
You know, he needs it. That's him. Like
there's nothing that looks cuter than a reformed dad.
He might as well just like wear like, you know, those white New Balances, those khaki shorts, and get a polo shirt and tuck it in a visor, and be like, "Let's go, guys!
Let's go, guys!" That says "Dance Dad" or like, "Cheer Dad."
That's how he would act. But he would never. The thing is, he's just so like cool though. Like that's him on the inside, but by looking at him, you would never know. Like, that was him. Like he's like a total dad.
I love that. That's awesome. That's so cool. Well, this was fun.
And that's it.
Oh, that's it.
His hat off, snatched his way in.
Ding.
I look like you under here. Except it's just braided down. Oh. Bloop.
I like Ollie with the heads.
Yeah, that's who we are.
All right, let's go snatch our wigs off.
I know. Well, you already snatched. It must feel so good just
Oh,
to.
girl, it's so good.
You be lying down, rubbing
life.
it out.
It's life. Do you have short hair underneath?
No, it's braided. Like
It's braided.
cornrow down. I look like Queen Latifah from Set It Off. How am I?
Stops.
I
Say
look
less.
like, what's her name? Cleo.
Girl.
I know. We're still not over that death. I know.
Just saying.
It's like when Mufasa died. Still not over it. I know.
Exactly. It's too soon.
Like, you know, my hair is like here. It's just I hate doing it, so I have to braid it.
No, it's a lot.
It's a
I
lot
mean,
too
and then
much.
going to sleep with the babies, like I just,
Like-
or like just even napping or whatever. It's like, or
That's
just
what
holding
I'm-
them, and they're like, it's like,
How
can you?
I'm like a Lego. No, you just switch the hat to the hair. That's me right now.
I love it. I love it. When I shaved it, I saw like actual like gaps.
Really?
I was like, oh my god, my hair is legit.
Like it really falling out in clumps. Like that's
Like, it really was. It really was. Yeah.
How did the girls react?
They loved it.
Each girl's like, who is
Yeah,
this?
she was like,
Enemy?
she literally, she does this thing where she's like,
Me? I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
enemy or friend?
Enemy or friend, right?
And then Athena was like, oh wow. It's just like, she's like, always sounds like she's flirting. She's like,
That's the Libra.
yeah. God save us all. And I was like, do you like it? She goes, yeah. And she goes, mommy, can I have more milk? And she just went around to the next thing. And I was like,
why can I love it? I'm gonna keep going about my day. What did Rafa say?
and Rafa was the cutest.
He said, okay.
He was like, well, he was very scared. He was like, I don't think Dad meant that he was okay with it. I think he's just calling your bluff. I don't know. I don't think I'm just really scared. Mom,
like,
I'm just really scared. And I was like, you know what you're doing? You're just encouraging me. You're inspiring me to do it because this feeling that you have. He's like, fuck.
He's like, you totally missed what I was saying. I did not mean no. You're not listening. You're not picking up the cues I'm giving you.
And I said, look, there is so much in our life that we think is high risk simply because we don't know what it's like to be without it or to do that thing. Mm-hmm. And when it's only once you do it that you realize this is not a big deal at all. I was like, I want you to hold on to this feeling because in a week, you're going to be like, oh my God, that was so not a big deal. I'm like, I'm like, it's literally hair. It grows back. It's literally hair. Think about what in your life you feel like is so high risk.
Right.
And you couldn't imagine a change or a difference or whatever. Guess what? It's just hair.
It's hair. They're like a bigger thing. He was like, no, don't cut it. And then you did. He's like,
I had a client who literally said, she literally was like, how much in my life is just hair? Like the freak out effect. I was like, I love it.
See?
Yes.
Now you're starting a trend. Now you're going to shave their head.
I know, right? I'm like, who's going to do it?
Look at that. Unless you're Brittany.
Unless you're Brittany. Girl, I love that thing. It was like, have the confidence of Brittany on the internet.
I want that. Like,
yeah.
Brittany's
and on that note, mic drop. We love you, Brittany.
I have to get to these children.
All right. Have fun. Tell your husband I said thank you.
I will.
It's so hard. Baby, I'm struggling. Baby, what you do is so hard. Baby, just
Goop and Gag.
You were just listening to the Gooped and Gagged podcast with Vanessa and Pilar. And you just heard I'm Trying by our girl Reina Brito. You can find her on Spotify and the album from which that song came from on the record. Check her out and we'll see you next week.